Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about episode 4 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. And this anime just keeps on giving. So, yeah, if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Let's just jump straight into it. And this anime, I have to admit, is slightly moving on up. It's just so weird. So again, this is split into quite a few parts, and for some strange reason they decide to kind of throw in a sex joke type thing, and I laughed at it. Again, just weird. Like I could tell that this anime is going to get a lot of controversy very, very soon, and it's going to be talked about. So in this first part, we see Senpai washing his hands. He's been oil painting quite a bit, and he wants to kind of like clean his hands. It takes a while. So Nagatoro comes in, and she's got sticky hands. She wants to wash her hands. So she keeps like barging him out the way, and he's like, oh, it's so like crammed, when literally there is a lot of space. That it's not crammed, it's just that she wants to get close to you. So she starts kind of washing her hands. They start having a brief conversation, and it just kind of jumps the part where their hands touch. He's like, oh no, oopsie, oopsie. And then she kind of starts washing his hands, so that like together. So it's like, it feels like they're a couple type thing, and they kind of mention it, but they don't mention couples. It's more about like sex or something. And I was just like, what? Just what? Okay. So it gets to the point where she's rubbing his hands quite a bit, and suddenly like they come out of her hands, and obviously it's meant to show that he has just had a very happy feeling and thus doesn't know how to handle it. She kind of grins about it, and she's kind of like, oh, you know, I've teased him enough for him to run off to wash his hands. And when I saw this, I laughed. I was just like, oh no, why? Now this part of the anime, I feel, I don't know why they've put it in here. So Senpai is eating his lunch alone, and he is happy with it until Nagatoro's friends bust in, and they're wondering what's going on. Like, you know, they found him, and they start teasing him, going like, oh, I bet you've not even touched a boob. You've not touched a woman, so therefore, you know, you're a virgin, like you're stupid, blah blah blah. And they force him to do it, and I didn't agree with this. I was like, why? So when he's forced to literally grab her, I can't remember the one's name, the one with the red hair. When he's forced to grab the boob, like after he's run away, they literally pin him. And this kind of reminded me of something that happened to my childhood, which I didn't really like. So they drag him back in, and then they forcefully make him grab her boobs, but then they find out it's a bean bun or something, which is basically like a soft doughy bun with beans in. They're really nice. I guarantee they are really nice if you can have them. So he then is like, what the hell, oh my god. And they just literally say, oh, we've got these bean buns, you didn't really touch my boob, you person, you, and stuff like that. And I just generally thought, it was like, I can understand teasing, but this is not kind of teasing. This is literally going into some other stuff, which is not okay. With this point, Nagatoro walks in, and she sees everything, and you know that she likes Senpai. You know that she doesn't want anyone else to have him whatsoever. You know, she's interested in him. So she kind of tells the others like to get away and stuff like that, or they kind of run away because of beans. Because of beans. So with this one, she turns around to him and goes, oh, you know, you touched another girl's boobs. And he explains, nope, it's all about these buns that they had. And she kind of realizes and goes, oh my god, you've not even touched a girl's boobs, blah blah blah. It's the same sort of thing that we see all the time. Now when she pulls out this premium bean bun, and she's like, well, you know, he's like, oh my god, that looks so nice, like it's so super rare that you've got this, what the hell, I kind of want one. She then looks at it and goes, okay, I will give you a piece, you can have this entire bun if you can figure out which one it is. And she puts it down atop, and he doesn't kind of want to do this, but she kind of like gets him to anyway. At this point, he closes his eyes and he starts feeling the buns. And he's like, okay, so the premium one falls out and he's looking away, eyes closed. He's not seen it. And she's like, oh no, what's going to happen? So he feels her up. He literally feels it and goes like, oh my God, this is so soft. She really likes it. But obviously it's that sort of thing where she's like, oh no. And then she gets angry at him. And I'm just like, but his eyes were closed. He was feeling it, and what? This is a very kind of what type anime. She gets very annoyed at him, or kind of she doesn't know how to process this. So when she looks at it, like she's staring, saying, "Yep, this is a premium bun. This is nice." And he's like, "I'm so sorry." And then it cuts to a point where he's going to buy these buns and then puts them on his pillow at night. It's the cutaway. It's the advert for it. The last part, because these are always normally split into 3 different parts. The last part is that Senpai is looking out of the window and he's looking at the sports team, and he kind of really thinks, oh, okay, I want praise. I want to be just like him. Why am I not getting this? And I generally kind of thought, oh, okay, so is he kind of jealous of other people? Nagatoro has said that she's going to model for him again, and he's like, no, I'm going to draw this, and she's like, apples and bananas, they're exactly the same. Draw me instead. So he agrees in the end. She brings in a sofa. She teases him a bit more, saying like, how do you want me? Do you want me to be posed like this? Do you want me to be posed like that? Tell me what you want. And she's kind of doing it in a seductive way to tease him a bit more. When he realizes and says, no, like, you do this, draw it. I'll draw you normally. He's scared of doing it. And I don't know if this is just because he likes her, so he doesn't know what to do, or if it's more kind of, I don't know. Like, I like him as a character, I really do. I just feel like he really needs to say what's on his mind. He's just way too shy, embarrassed, doesn't know what to do, and that kind of ruins it a little bit more. Like, I wouldn't mind him being a bit like gaining confidence over time, but I feel like what we're going to see is the last episode is he will gain confidence, but it will be the wrong time. And it will all be rushed at once. It'll probably ruin his character. She falls asleep because she's tired. He draws her perfectly. She has said, like, if you draw me really well, I will give you a reward, And he thinks back to the first episode where she flicked him and he tricked her into a kiss where he didn't, so she just flicked his head. And in the end, she sees it and she really likes it. She tells at the very end, she was like, I really love this. So she does again, like, close your eyes. And then he leans in for a kiss, but it's this little doll thing. And then she's like, no, you're far, 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 far away than kissing me. So I was like, oh, okay. So there is a lot. She really likes him. And you can see that from when she thinks that he's touched another girl's boob, to the point where, she doesn't like it. And to the point she gets embarrassed from when he touched her up. But yeah, like, this anime is something. I just feel like it's all on him. Like, he's, if this was swapped the other way around, it would literally be shot down all the time. But for me, I kind of want to watch this all the way to the end to see if it changes, if it's not just going to be problematic all the way through, if he becomes the character, if they get together. I know I could read the manga, and I'm very tempted to read the manga, but for now, I kind of wanted to see what was going on in this. But yeah, it's not a bad episode. I kind of liked it a lot more than the previous ones. But again, we're only 4 episodes in. So I just kind of want it to change a tiny bit. But for what we're seeing so far, it's okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave that. What are your thoughts? Do you like this anime? Do you like animes like this? Or do you think that they're bad? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。